it's Corey, and today you're gonna learn how to play Poker Face by Lady Gaga. If you're at all interested in checking out a play along that was done with a U bass, my husband and I have that already up on the channel, so I'll make sure to link it in the cards. And that is if you kind of feel really comfortable already playing the chords and you don't need the tutorial, you can just play along with that. It's pretty cool having the U bass in it, but if you're a brand new beginner player and you want to know what we're doing in that video, keep on watching. Also, if you're interested at all in getting the song sheets for this tutorial or any of my other tutorials or play-alongs, I keep all those resources on my Patreon, and the link for that is in the description box. But otherwise, let's get started with the tutorial. This song is only going to be using 4 chords, so after you've tuned up your ukulele, let's take a look at those chords. I'm going to introduce the chords in the way that the main progression presents itself in the song, and that is going to be with an E minor to C major to then G major to then D. This isn't a progression that's used throughout the entire song. Honestly, about 80% of this song is played on an E minor. So we're going to start looking at that E minor to begin. To make an E minor chord, you're going to take your first finger, place the first finger on the 2nd fret 1st string, then take your 2nd finger, place it on the 2nd string 3rd fret, and then your 3rd finger is going to go on the 3rd string 4th fret. Get really comfortable with this chord because, like I said, you're gonna be playing this a lot in this tune. The next chord is going to be a C major, and that's probably the first chord that you ever played on the ukulele, and if you're brand new, this will be one of the first chords you play. To make the C major, it's going to be your 3rd finger placed on the 1st string 3rd fret. The next chord we're looking at is the G major chord. Sometimes people think this is a little bit difficult for beginner players, but with practice you can master it, and once you have it mastered, a ton of other chords are going to seem a lot easier for you. So what you're going to do is start with your first finger, place it on the 2nd fret 3rd string, then take your 2nd finger and place it on the 2nd fret 1st string, and then you're going to take your 3rd finger and place it on the 3rd fret 2nd string. Now with all these chords, remember to keep your thumb positioned behind about the 2nd fret for most of these, because that's going to give you some extra support when making the chords, so making sure they're sounding correctly, but also it's going to give you more space. A lot of times people say that they have a really hard time getting all their fingers in the position because they don't have big enough hands or their fingers aren't long enough. In almost like 99% of those situations, or those people that say that, they're actually not keeping space between their palm and the back of the neck of their ukulele. So keep your thumb there to propped up and get that hand strength, because you can reach really clearly. You can see I'm going all the way around the neck of the ukulele purely because I'm allowing the space to be free between my palm and the neck. I'm not resting my neck on my palm. That's going to take away a lot of the length that you have. We're also using a D major chord, so it's going to be fingers 1, 2, and 3 all played along the 2nd fret here, starting with your first finger on string 4, 2nd finger on string 3, and 3rd finger on string 2. So once you're really secure with those different 4 chords, you can play them. You maybe are still a little bit reliant on chord charts, but for the most part, you know what they are during a practice session, and you're not having to look at every single chord chart every single time before you play. When you're at that point, let's start looking at a strumming pattern. Just starting out on the E minor, because that's what we're going to be playing most of the song. We're going to be doing a down, down, up, up, down. Now, if you know how to chuck, this would be a great place to add that chucking to take away the downs after the first down and replace them with a chuck. So down, down, up, down, which is the main strumming pattern, becomes down, chuck, up, chuck. So what you have then at the beginning of the song would be either down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, or you have down, chuck, up, chuck, down, chuck, up, chuck. This is what I'm going to be doing during the play along, but do what you're most comfortable with. If that strumming pattern is a little bit too difficult for you, you can very much play just on the chord changes or on the beat. Because we play on the E minor so much, what I would recommend doing is strum down, and then in your head you're going to be thinking 4 counts. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're playing on the beat, you're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also just play on 1 and 3 of those counts as well, and that breaks up a little bit of the monotony of playing on the beat every single time, and that would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or again, you would just have the full strumming pattern, which would be that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or with the chuck, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to show you what a little bit of a progression of the verse would sound like, where you are starting with just on that chord change into the beat and then playing with the strumming pattern, and then lastly with the chuck. I wanna hold 'em like they do in Texas plays. Fold 'em, let 'em hit me, raise it, baby, stay with me, I love it. I wanna hold 'em like they do in Texas plays. Fold 'em, let 'em hit me, baby, raise it, stay with me. I wanna hold 'em like they do in Texas plays. Fold 'em, let 'em hit me, baby, raise it, stay with me. I wanna hold 'em like they do in Texas plays. Fold 'em, let 'em hit me, baby, raise 'em, stay with me. So you can see what that practice progression would sound like. Don't rush this too early. Do what you can do with a steady tempo. And I really do recommend you practicing with a metronome when first starting out for this song. Start slow and eventually raise your tempo up. It's a lot harder to start really fast and then try to slow yourself down. And then the only other thing to just keep in mind is after we do the bridge section, we're going to play that chorus twice afterwards. And this is kind of an optional thing that I just think makes this version of the song a little bit more interesting. And the first time we play through, we're just gonna play on the chord changes. So this is an opportunity where you can get a little bit of a break from the strumming pattern, but also have a little bit of a break of that kind of monotonous pattern too that you've been playing for probably the entire song. So you're going to go one time through that whole chorus on the chord changes, and then we'll go back to the regular strumming pattern and finish out the song. But those are pretty much all the different parts of this song. Again, a lot of it's playing on that E minor, so make sure you're really familiar with that. But otherwise, let's give it a play along. 1, 2, 3, ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. They do in Texas plays. Fold 'em, let 'em hit me, raise it, baby, stay with me. Love game, intuition, play the cards with spades to start. And after he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on his heart. Oh, 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 I'll get him hot, show him what I got. Oh, 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 I'll get her hot, show him what I got. Can't read my, no, he can't read my poker face. this tutorial for Poker Face helpful? Like I said, we do already have just a play along with the U-Bass version 2, which is fun. That's kind of more of like a duet version. It's also, I should also mention too, that this is an easy key for this song too. We changed it just to make it a little bit more accessible for beginners to play. But if you'd like to have one in the original key, make sure to let me know down below and I can look into making a play along or something for that. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye!